Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. Welcome in this Slowflow class. For the people who don't know me, my name is Barbara. And I'd like to invite you to get a cushion or a block, and then find your seat on that, and then either having your legs cross-legged or onto the knees. If that's easier for you to sit up with a straight spine, because I like to start with about 5 minutes of meditation and a couple of breathing exercises. Yeah, to get comfortable. And then rest your hands onto your thighs and then close your eyes. Dropping into your seat. Finding ease in your pose and adjust where you need to find more ease. And then find the exact middle point of your sitting bones. So don't hinge into the back or too much into the front. It's too ambitious. So find the middle, and perhaps you need to take an extra pillow or an extra block to raise your seat even more in order to get comfortable. And now drop your belly, soften around the belly and the hips, soften around your legs, your shoulders, the arms, heavy. And then bring your mind into your hands. Noticing where the hands gently rest onto your thighs. And become aware of that sensation. That sensation with the hands onto the thighs, but also within your hands. And then we'll just be here sitting in silence for a few minutes. Staying in your body. The focus can be either on the hands resting on the thighs, or perhaps on your natural breath. Stay present inside of your body, noticing physical sensations, mental fluctuations, without you going on to a trip with them. Just stay present in the here and now. Sensation in the hands, or noticing the breath. Now from this point of silence, and decide where you want to put your energy on. Let that be your intention for this practice. And slowly take a deep breath in, elongate through the spine. Open your mouth and gently let the exhale through the mouth. Again, slowly, deeply inhale. Exhale. So repeat this, but now starting the breath at the lower abdomen and let the breath rise up into the rib cage area, all the way up into the chest, till the collarbones. Feel yourself all the way up to the top. You wait, keep your shoulders nice and soft. And then exhale out, starting at the chest. So just your way back down through the rib cage, all the way exhale out to the belly. And then relax your belly at the end of the exhale. And we'll repeat that. So start the inhale at the base of the belly. Let the inhale slowly rise up into the side body, the ribs, up into the chest, the collarbones. You wait. And this time, wait. Drop your chin down to your chest bone and lift your chest bone up towards the chin. Keep your shoulders nice and soft. Wait. And then exhale, starting at the chest, and then the side body, and then all the way down into the belly. Okay, let's do it again. Slowly inhale, starting at the belly, up and out into the ribs, all the way up into the chest, the collarbones. Fill yourself up, like topping yourself up. Move the chest bone more up, and then drop your chin down to the chest. Wait. Wait, and when the moment comes to exhale, you slowly kind of lift your chin back up. Wait. Exhale, chest, middle, and belly. Soften your belly. 2 more rounds. Inhale into the belly. Bring it up along the side body, the middle, up to the center. Top yourself up to the collarbones. Fill yourself all the way up. Lift the chest bone and then drop your chin towards the chest bone. Pose is active, but the shoulders remain soft. Wait. And exhale from the top down to the bottom. And at the bottom, you relax your belly, and then we'll do it for 1 more cycle. Inhale into your belly. Breath rises up into the side body. Up into the chest, all the way up towards your collarbones. And you drop your chin to your chest, and the chest bone moves up towards the chin. You wait. Shoulders soft, heavy hands. Wait. Wait. And slowly exhale from the top back down to the bottom. Good. And then from here, soft Ujjayi breath, and the breath with these aha whisper sounds. So we're welcoming the breath into the practice instead of moving right into the practice. Slowly open your eyes and circle your arms all the way up on your in-breath. When you exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart and then just bow down. Keep your sitting bones pressed into the balls or into the floor. Drop your head, come onto your fingertips and walk your hands further forwards while pressing your seat back and down. Breathing into the back and the sides of the body and exhaling from there as well. Good, and slowly roll yourself back up. Now change the crossing of your legs, your feet. You inhale, you circle your arms up, deep in breath here. And then exhale, hands meet in front of the heart. Also from here, keep your seat grounded when you slowly slide your hands forward. And this might be your position and you stay up, or slowly you find more length and space. If you can, you go all the way down. See if you can maintain the length around the front of the belly, the front of the body. Breathe into wherever you need to breathe into. Good, and slowly coming up. Now release your legs, shake out your legs. And then come off your bolster, bring it to the side, and then place your feet as wide as the mat. Just drop your knees right and left. Now see if you can connect your breath to this movement. Maybe inhale to one side and exhale to the other side. So you start to create this rhythm. And two more. Last one. Good. And then from here, find your way into all fours position. Hands and knees. Spreading your fingers wide. Tucking your toes under. And now push through hands and feet to round your spine, upper spine, the middle spine, and the lower back. And then tuck the chin all the way in. And then inhale, start to lengthen, arching the back, lengthen the front of the body. And then exhale, rounding again. Feel the pressing of the feet and the hands when you make this movement. The movement is actually coming from the floor up, from the hands and the feet. Exhale. Also here, and the breath is initiating the movement. So when the inhale starts, that's where the arch of the spine starts. So a few more rounds here to warm up the spine, getting into the body. We'll take it nice and easy today. Now one more. Inhale to arch. And exhale. And then returning to center, find a neutral spine and then float your belly up towards your lower back. Bring your feet and your knees together and then kick your right leg out. Now strong right leg and the inner right thigh spirals up while the right little toe presses into the mat. Don't collapse into the lower back, floating ribs up, and then extend the left arm forward. Now stay nice and stable when you lift your right heel up. Belly floats and keep on doing that. Breathe here. Back of the neck nice and long. And then exhale, release. Okay, now arch again, and this time point your toes and then bring your heels towards your buttocks and your arms are straight. Shift the weight a little bit forward. And then exhale, round, press the tops of the feet down. And now push through your hands to lift the knees and then round. You can lift your knees quite high if you like, but round through your spine. And again, so you arch. Bring your heels towards your buttocks, point your toes and shift your weight a little bit forwards. And exhale, round, pressing all 10 toenails down into the mat. Two more. Inhale to arch. Deep breath out to round. One more. Inhale to arch. And exhale. Now from here, bring your knees down. Now extend through your left leg, left little toe down, left inner thigh spirals up. Belly floats up, floating ribs float up. Push through your hands. And bring your right arm forward. So that right shoulder moves towards the right hip. So keep it nice and soft. And then lift your left heel up, left leg up. Left leg really strong. Stay balanced here. You can tuck your toes under of the right foot or keep the toes down. Now breathe. Front of the body keeps on moving into the back of the body. And exhale, release. Knees together, feet together. Now we arch again, bring the heels closer towards your buttock. We do 3 more rounds like this. Exhale to round, and moving the weight into the balls of the fingers, so not into the wrists, but more in the front of the hands. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now we stay up and then walk your hands back so you're still on the tops of your feet. Curl your belly in, press through your hands, and then roll onto your toes. And then slowly come into this forward fold at the back of your mat. Grab opposite elbows, drop the crown of the head and move the upper body, swaying it left and right. And drop your arms, bend your knees a lot, and slowly roll yourself all the way up, keeping the chin in. And bring the arms above your head. Deep in breath here. And exhale. Inhale, bring your arms out to the sides. Turn your thumbs down. And then interlace your fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back, open through your chest. And then bend your knees. And slowly place your belly on top of your thighs. Now tuck the chin all the way in and lift the shoulders, lift the hands. So really make sure the back of the neck is long. What helps is to move the chin all the way up in towards the chest, like you've been doing in this breathing exercise in the beginning. Breathing up into the shoulders. Good, and then release your hands. Come up into Utkatasana. So bend your knees, hug your inner thighs in towards each other, and reach your arms all the way up above your head. Soften the shoulders down, staying here for 3, 2, and 1. And now slowly folding all the way down. Now lengthen through your spine and then walk your hands forwards. Come into downward facing dog and place your feet hip width apart. Walk your dog, opening through the back of the legs, the ankles. And then bringing both heels down towards the floor. They might touch, maybe not, but that is the direction. And then bring your mind into your hands, pressing through your hands, especially the inner hands, and then shift the weight further back while elongating through your spine. Good, now step your feet together here and bring your right leg up. Inner right thigh spirals up towards the ceiling. Keep pushing through both hands. And then exhale, knee to chest and step the right foot forward. Now lower the back knee down. Come up, both arms rise. And this time bring your hands together and then drop the fingertips in between your shoulder blades. Now the elbows might want to go out. Bring the elbows in towards each other and then lift your elbows up. Move the hips down, but keep lifting the elbows up so the chest lifts up as well. And then you can add a little bit of pulsation here, just moving into the front of the hip. Doesn't have to be anything big. Like I said, we're going to do it nice and easy today. My energy level is a little bit low, and I give you my practice, how I feel in my body and what's good for my body. And especially in this class, listen to your needs. Sometimes you feel you need an extra hip opener or you need to stay a little bit longer. Go ahead and do that. Okay, reach your arms above your head, deep in breath here, and your gaze up. And then exhale, lower your hands down and then float into Ardha Hanumanasana. You can glide the heel a little bit forward, but pull your right toes over towards your shin bone. Okay, now press the foot down. Place your hands down and move back into downward dog. And then on the inhale, move forward into plank position. When you exhale, you lower your knees down. You arch your spine, keep your toes tucked under, and then shift your weight back into active child. Keep pressing into your hands. Now round through your spine, coming back up. And then bend your elbows, keep them in, and slowly peel yourself down onto the mat. Toes stretch back. Inhale, a little lift through Bhujangasana. And then exhale, release. Bring yourself back up through downward facing dog. Good morning, body. How is your body doing today, this morning? So let's change and shift to the other side. Left leg moves up, keep the inner thighs spiraled in. And on the out breath, knee to chest and step the left foot forward. Lower the back knee down, both arms rise above your head. Bring the hands together, so find length, press through the palms, reaching, extending, and then keep the elbows in while you bring your fingertips in between your shoulder blades. Now you can lower the hips and then lift the elbows more up so you create more of a back bend. Maybe a little pulsation here, bouncing, exploring the space you have around the front of the hip. But don't let that front knee go out. Finding your breath, definitely moving with your breath. And then release. Floating to Ardha Hanumanasana, hamstring stretch. Flexing the left foot, pulling your toes over towards your shin bones. Good, and step your foot down. Plant your hands and step back in downward dog. Now float forward into plank position, push through your hands, strong into your legs. Take a deep breath in here, hug your elbows in while you do that. And then exhale, lower your knees down. So the toes are tucked under. Now you arch the spine, you inhale, open through your chest, and press into active child. Keep pressing through your hands. Tuck the chin in towards your chest and round the spine when you go back up. And then peel yourself down. You can stretch your toes back all the way down onto the floor. Now you stay here this time. You bring your hands behind you. The fingertips pointing back, thumbs down. Lift the shoulders, roll them back and lift into Shalabhasana pose. Bring the hands closer towards each other without having to interlace them. Yeah, strong into your legs, breathe. Shoulders move up and back. 3, 2, and 1. And then you release. Rest your forehead down and bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a deep breath in here. Breathe it all the way out. Now, slowly rise up and bring yourself into downward facing dog. Good. Now from downward dog, walk your hands over towards the back of the mat again. Feet are hip width apart. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bowing down. Now bend your knees a lot. Drop your arms, heavy hands. And roll yourself all the way up. Nice and slow. Bring your arms above your head. Bring your gaze all the way up. And then bowing down into your heart. Exhale. Okay, now bring your left hand onto your hip. And the right arm goes all the way up. Stretch it all the way up. Take a deep in breath. Pause your breath here. Wait. Wait. Open it to the side. Wait. Wait. And exhale, release. Other side. Left arm reaches all the way up. Press through your left foot. Reach and extend the whole left side. Pause your breath. Open out to the right. Wait. Wait. And exhale, good. Now, bend your knees, both arms up, deep in breath. Weight at the top, press to both feet, reach both arms up, wait. And then exhale, slowly bowing all the way down. Now lengthen through your spine and then walk your hands forward to downward facing dog. Now let's bring the right leg up, same leg. This time heel closer to your buttock, bring your knee up so you open your right hip. Keep pushing through both hands. And now exhale, knee to chest, and then step that foot forward. Turn your left foot in, and then come all the way up. Virabhadrasana 2. Lengthen through your arms, and move the shoulders down. Now here, bring your right arm all the way up, and the right fingertips move in between the shoulder blades. Now the left hand, place it on top of the elbow, bending a little bit more into that front knee. And then with the left hand, pulling onto the elbow and move into this reverse warrior variation. Upper body leans into the back a bit. Breathing on to the right side of the body. Legs stay nice and firm. And an exhale, release. Now straighten your front leg, reaching the body forward. Right hand moves down. Now the left arm goes down the front. Keep your legs fired up. Extend forward as much as you can while the hips move back. And then slowly bring it all the way up. And then do it again. Exhale down. Yeah, so instead of keeping the pose stable and still, we're moving gently, slowly with the breath. And one is not better than the other. It's just a different experience. Exhale. So the next time the arm goes up, you stay up and then bring your left hand behind your head. Don't pull the elbow back, but you lift your heart more up and the upper body leans into the back. Gentle press of the back of the head into the hands and breathe. And then exhale, release. Now look down, bend through your right, both hands down, and then walk to the long end of the mat. So the right toes turn forward as well. Take a deep in-breath here, extend through your spine, and then exhale, bowing all the way down. You can make it more active by fingertips facing forward, elbows shoulder width apart as your hands, pressing the crown of the head down, or just resting the weight of your arms or your hands down and dropping the shoulders down. You decide what's best for you here. How do you feel today? And what does your body need? Not what is your ambition or the ego want, but what does your body really need today? This is more or doing less. Okay, take a deep inhale and then lengthen forwards. Okay, and then bending through your right knee, turn the toes forward and coming on to the ball of the back foot. Okay, now first come into a spinal twist. So the right arm moves up. The heart turns more up, but the back leg stays really strong. Good, and then exhale, lower the back knee down. Now bring both arms up. We're gonna move into a full spinal twist. Bring your hands together, and when you exhale, hands meet in front of the heart. Press the hips forwards while you do so. Move over to the right and hook your right elbow at the outside of the left thigh. Pressing into the palms and shifting your palms further back. Now you can keep the back knee down, or perhaps you lift your back knee. You can add a bind if that's in your practice, and if that's what you need, you go ahead, do so. As long as you're able to breathe. Exhale, look down, bring your hands down, and then step back in downward facing dog. Now lifting that same leg up, so the right, bending the knee, and again opening through the hip. Bring the same knee into the chest and step the same foot forward, or right forward. Lower the back knee down and take Ardha Hanumanasana. Feel free to make it a fuller Hanuman or perhaps a full Hanuman with shifting your heel forward. I won't do that today. I don't feel it today. Breathe. Firing up that right quadriceps. Pressing through the ball of the right foot. Good, and step your foot down. And then bring the foot back. Get a child's pose here. So shift your weight back, stretch your toes back, and relax into child's pose. And this might be a good moment to revisit your intention. Where do you want to focus your energy on? On what? So stay committed to that, even though we can peel the intention. You know, the first intention is usually the best. But when we look deeper, we see there is an intention behind the intention. But for now, stay with your basic needs. Good, deep breath in. And breathe it all the way out. And slowly rise up into all fours position. Tuck your toes under, arching through your spine, strong in your arms. Exhale, press back, active child. Tuck your chin in, round to come up. But keep your toes tucked under. Shift your weight forward. See my belly floats up. I press through my hands. And then lift your legs, press your thighs up towards the ceiling, press your heels back, belly still floats up. And then slowly shift the weight forward and then start to peel open the chest. So I'm floating on my toes and onto my feet. Now lift your ears up away from your shoulders. Breathe. Good, and then exhale, pressing back into downward facing dog. Now the left leg goes up on the in-breath. Inhale. Bend the knee and then open out through your hip. And then move the right hip in towards the center line. So when the left knee, the left hip opens, feel your right hip and move it in towards the center. Good, and then exhale, knee to chest, and then float your left foot in between your hands, step it down, turn the back foot in, come up, Virabhadrasana 2. Extending the arms, strongly sitting down into the legs. Softening your shoulders down. Now turn the left palm up, reach the arm up, and then the left fingertips in between your shoulder blades. I'm going to turn towards you. Right hand onto the elbow, and then pull the elbow in towards the midline. Now bend through your front knee a little bit more, perhaps making the step a little bit wider. And then you can pull it back. So the left rib stays sort of like a wire. I don't know the English word, but it spreads open, almost like a wing of a butterfly. Flows open. You spread your wing here on the left side. Leaning into the back a little bit, back of the head pressing into the elbow. Deep breath in. Then exhale, release, arm shoulder height. Now extending through that front leg, moving the hips back, reaching forward, strong into the legs, and then rest your left hand down lightly. So it's almost like your been eyes, you touch it very lightly, yeah? Back arm floats forward, up on the in-breath, and then breathe it out when you bring it back and down. Big circles in, and out. So let's do one more. Inhale, go up, stay here, look up. And the right hand, you place it against the back of the head. And the back of the head presses into the hand, but keep your elbow straight up. So don't flip your elbow back, but rather lift the heart more up. Leaning into the back body and then keeping that left hand really nice and soft. Breathing. And then release, exhale, look down. Bend through your front knee. And then both hands move towards the inside. Turn the toes forward. Take an inhale, lengthen through your spine. And then stay here, exhale. Left hand right underneath your face. You can have a little bend in both knees, but make sure both knees are bent equally or they're both straight. Yeah, so not bending one and straightening the other. Right hand, you place it on top of your sacrum here. Press to the left and then twist open. And the right hand, you can check if the hips stay equal. So both hips stay in alignment. Any neck issues, to look down, and otherwise you look up. So lift the upper body a little bit more by pressing through your feet, working through your legs, and pressing through your hands. Now from here, you can extend the right arm all the way up. 3, 2, 1, and release. Now we change. Right hand down, left hand onto the sacrum. So you might notice that the hips moving to the left. Keep them into the center. Inhale, lengthen forward. Then exhale, twist. Maybe a little twist, doesn't have to be any big or fancy. Make sure you're not dumping into the knees, into the knee joints. Breathing. Some lightness into the right hand, so more work into the legs. And from here, you can extend your left arm up. For 3, 2, and 1, release. Good. Now, bend to the front of the mat, turn your toes forward, so I'm going to be turning into this direction. Come into the ball of the back foot, and then to come into a spinal twist, so the left arm reaches all the way up here. Back leg nice and strong, float it up, and move the left hip back, yes. And exhale down, and lower the back knee down as well. Now both hands, move up, full twist here, exhale, hit into the belly, and then pin your right elbow at the outside of the left thigh. So don't lean onto your thigh, but press your elbow against your thigh so the belly moves away from the thigh. And then the upper body moves towards the back a bit. Keep it nice and easy here, or maybe tucking the back toes under, any variation. And breathe. Keep pressing through the front foot. Also here, left hip moves in the direction of the back heel. Secure that standing leg. Deep in breath. And then exhale, release. Bring your hands down. And then step back to downward dog. Now the same leg, left leg floats up, bend the knee and open out through your hip. And now same knee into the chest. Step the left foot forward again. Lower the back knee down. And take Ardha Hanuman or perhaps full Hanuman. Breathing into the back of the left leg. Good. Step your foot down, frame your foot, bring your left knee back, and come into child's pose. And rest your head down, softening around the shoulders. And moving back into your breath. And let's get up, sitting onto your knees. Close your eyes. And then move into the breath. And I like to do some breath counting. You can do Ujjayi breath, the whisper of aha. And then let's breathe together for 4 counts in, and then we'll extend the exhalation double the time, so 8 counts out. Everyone empty your lungs. Sit up straight and then start to inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now relax your breath. Soft Ujjayi breath. Yeah, and then open your eyes. Yeah, bring your legs forwards. Lying down onto your back for gentle back bends. Bring the heels a bit closer towards your buttocks. Now, with your hands, roll your shoulders under, and then with your hands, find your heels and turn the heels a little bit out. And then you can move away from your heels slightly. So the knees are right on top of the ankles and not in front of the ankles. Bring your hands down, shoulders underneath, and then pressing through your arms, your hands, your feet to elevate the hips up. Now you might see my knees are in front of my ankles. I'm going to press through my feet. See, and I'm shifting my weight back. So my knees will be stacked on top of my ankles. Better for the knees. So open through your chest a little bit more. You can take it nice and easy by turning the palms up or make it more active by interlacing your fingers here. Now breathe. Keep anchoring and pressing through your feet. Pressing through your upper arm bones. Breathing up into the chest, out into the ribs. And then release your hands and now slowly roll yourself down. Okay, take a moment here, neutralizing the spine without changing anything. And then let's go up again. Bring your hands in, roll your shoulders under. You can also press your elbows in to create more space around the chest. And then float your hips up. And again, using your feet, pressing the feet into the mat to shift the hips, the whole weight actually towards the back. So the chest bone moves towards the chin, the back of the neck stays nice and long. And exhale, slowly, 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 vertebra by vertebra, you roll yourself down. Now stay here in this neutral position, noticing physical sensations, noticing your breath. Good. And then bring both knees in towards your chest. And let's first take happy baby pose. So the arms move towards the inside of the knees and you grab the outside of the feet. So the hips want to go up, you move your hips down. It's almost like you want to arch your lower back. And with your hands, you pull the outer feet down, and the feet are very active. So you press the balls of the inner feet up. Now breathe into the hip area. The groins, your inner thighs, the outer hips, the lower back. Good. And now bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh or knee, and then bending that left knee, interlacing your fingers behind the left thigh and pulling the thigh closer towards your belly. Taking a couple of breaths here. Breathing into the outer right hip. Good, and then place the left down, but with your left hand, you hold your right foot, and the foot is flexed, and with your right hand, you hold your right knee. Yeah. And then just start to move the upper thigh bones, circling the thigh into the hip socket, creating some space in the right hip. Good, and then bring the whole right leg closer towards your belly or your chest. If you have the space, maybe placing the elbow, wrapping it around the foot, and the other elbow around the knee, interlacing your fingers. If that's okay for you, you can extend the bottom leg. So these are just options. Breathe into the outer hip. Or you hold the foot and you bring your nose towards your foot. So different ways to play here. Good, and then find half happy baby on the right side. So again, grab the outside of the right foot. You can keep your bottom leg extend or bend, up to you, and then extend through that right leg, maybe a little bit, but maybe all the way. Press into the hand pulls back. And then release, nice. Okay, place your feet down, shake out your legs. Then we change, so the left ankle on top of the right knee, and you pull your right thigh closer towards your belly, interlacing your fingers either underneath the thigh or below the knee, the front of the knee, the right knee. And now breathe here. Remember, bring your hips down, they want to go up. Good. And then bring your right foot down, and with the right hand, you grab the foot. The left hand grabs the knee. So make sure the ankle is fixed, so you're not stretching your ankle. And then move around, playing around. Moving the thigh away from you, so target it's a different area. Maybe bring the elbows around the leg, extending the bottom leg. Different options here. So I feel this is too intense for me today. I'll just stay here and maybe flex the foot, bring your nose up towards your toes. Moving around, keep moving. Keep moving. Good. And then half happy baby on the left side. So the left hand holds the outside of the left foot. Make sure the right hip stays down. You might want to go up. You can keep your right knee bent or straight, and then extend through the left. Now also here, the left hip, bring your mind into your left hip. Think left hip. And left hip, move it towards your right heel. Left hip towards the right heel. Yes. Now breathe here. And exhale, release. Now, bring both feet down again, shake out your legs. And then let's find Shavasana. You can bring the bolster underneath your thighs. Make sure you put on something warm. Shoulders rolled under. Arms extend out to the side and the back of the neck is nice and long, very important. And then once you're down, get extremely comfortable, resting your eyes down. So the next few minutes will be in silence. I will still be here guiding you. So let's all together take a deep breath in. Remember, from the bottom to the top, fill yourself up and then open your mouth and slowly, mindfully set your breath free, dropping into the silence again, but staying aware and awake. Slowly take a deep breath in, bring yourself back. Sigh it out. Moving your fingers, your toes, circling wrists and ankles, and take a big full body stretch. And then if there's any other movement that you would like to make, go ahead. Or you bring your knees up into your chest, your forehead to your knees, and come onto your right sides, and slowly bringing yourself all the way up. Now finding your seat back onto your cushion, block, or bolster, perhaps a blanket. So let's end where we've started, sitting in silence, resting your hands on top of your thighs, finding your center with your seat. The head balances right on top of the spine. And closing your eyes and tune into the inner landscape. Back into silence. And just be for a few more moments. Now you can stay here for as long as you like. Meditation. If you can, please do so. Otherwise, hands in front of your heart. Thank yourself for practicing. And I thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.